Baldy-faced chestnut by Rory's Jester, standing in nicely next to Cattrack, Tanique, Axoloti. And over on the outside of the 6 runners, Burma has linked in. Big Drifter on track. All in. Ready and racing. Burma began fast on the outside. Jest was away well. Ruthless Tycoon between them settling in the first 3, but Jest has too much pace early at the 800, and Jest by about a length and a half to Ruthless Tycoon. Cattrack settling third ahead away on the rails, and they're followed by Burma going up fourth the outside again, and then Tunique and Axoloti on the outside, but a tightly bunched unit goes past the 600. Only about 4 lengths would cover the entire field, and Jest cuddled in front of Ruthless Tycoon. Axoloti improving to third in the pink colours, followed by Burma under pressure wide. Cattrack just behind the leading horses on the fence, and Tunique, but Jest corners and got away a length in front now from Ruthless Tycoon, shaken up and given a slap of the whip on the outside. Then Cattrack and Axoloti and a gap to Burma at the 200 now. Ruthless Tycoon is having a crack at Jest. It's Jest on the inside. Ruthless Tycoon going home the better. Cattrack into the clear is coming after Ruthless Tycoon. Ruthless Tycoon in front though, and Ruthless Tycoon takes the first by a length to Cattrack, and a neck away Jest third. They're followed in then by Axoloti, a long break to Burma, and Tanique was last of all. Ruthless Tycoon.
And they're on their way. Lord Antrona made a bit of a mess of the start and missed it by a length or so. And Neptune Raider was quickly into stride. The bolter of the field, Winsome Willie, about a 70 to 1 chance on the TAB, is going to lead at the post the first circuit anyway, and is there by a length and 3/4 over Neptune Raider, who wants to just go a bit keenly. Third placing over on the outside Adventure, a length and a half to 2 off then to Celestial Body. They were followed then by Metal Trader as they clear the home straight and work down to the 1800 on the side. Courtrunner back second last, and Lord Antrona is last of all. Winsome Willie shows the way, the roughie, by a couple of lengths to Neptune Raider. A similar margin then to the Jumper Adventure. Celestial Body close handy fourth, and pulling its way up fifth on the outside of that pair then came Metal Trader, just going on with it now. 2 lengths away to Courtrunner with his head down on his chest, and 2.5 off then to Lord Antrona at the tail of the field. At the next turn, which takes him into the far side with about 1400 to run, and the leader now Metal Trader joining Winsome Willie by 2.5. Third placing held by Neptune Raider, and then a length to Adventure, length and a half off Celestial Body, 2.5 Courtrunner, and 2 away last of all Lord Antrona. Winsome Willie clicks up again at the 1200 and draws out again by a length and a quarter to Metal Trader. A length and a half to Neptune Raider, getting closer. Adventure moves up on its inside. 2 lengths Celestial Body, about a length Courtrunner, and a length and a half away to Lord Antrona. Here's the next turn coming up to them at the 1000 metres. This will bring them down the side, and Winsome Willie is the leader by a length now to Metal Trader. Adventure on level terms and on the inside of the favourite Neptune Raider. A length and a half off Celestial Body. Only a half away then came Lord Antrona at the outside, and a half the inside with it there was Courtrunner. They bunched right up now down the side of the course where they quicken, and Winsome Willie by a length. Metal Trader second, Neptune Raider third and wide. On the inside, Adventures got inside of the group of them to make a line of 4, and they were followed then as they sprint at the 600 by Courtrunner pumping up behind them. Winsome Willie's dropped out sharply. Lord Antrona and Celestial Body coming deep. Adventure the hurdler led for home by a neck to in second placing Neptune Raider. Courtrunner's into the clear and looks a chance. Lord Antrona's also running on. Metal Trader's under pressure. So too is this favourite Neptune Raider as they race down to the 200 where Courtrunner's moved up to claim him and put the neck in front. Neptune Raider's attempting to come back, but Courtrunner's got a head clear. Neptune Raider trying to come back at Courtrunner. Courtrunner's dying on his run. Neptune Raider is going to find something for Paul Gatt. No, I'll amend that. Paul Gatt found something for Neptune Raider. Second Courtrunner, third is either Metal Trader or Lord Antrona, and they were followed further back behind them then by Adventure, then Celestial Body, and Winsome Willie the bolter wasn't that far away at the tail of the field. This lad would win on a rocking horse at the moment, Paul Gatt. It was gone. Courtrunner's headed it clearly, and he would not give it.
Racing. Jumped in a good line. Ford Scout went back after the start. It was a terrific line out. Going out of the gates very quickly on the outside is Take a Flight. He's ridden for speed today, but they're burning up. Hone-In's going quickly, and Turn Me Loose has ridden aggressively. Hone-In leads from Turn Me Loose. 2 lengths to Take a Flight, 2 lengths to Orbiton. Lightyear with the red cap outside of him from the grey Fighting Prince, then Accused. Donald Well back with Ford Scout and Bob's Boy at the tail of the field. Coming off the side of the track now, and the front runner at the 800 is Hone In. They're running along. Turn Me Loose is within striking range on the outside. 3 lengths to Take a Flight. 2 lengths away, being ridden up is Orbiton. Lightyear next. These leaders are going along at a good clip from Fighting Prince, Accused, Ford Scout, Donald, and Bob's Boy at the tail of the field. Hone In at the 500 metres mark in front. Turn Me Loose at his girth and about to attack. 3 lengths to Take a Flight. 2 lengths away in the field. Orbiton, Lightyear, Fighting Prince. Then came Donald. Accused, Ford Scout, and Bob's Boy are well back. Turn Me Loose given full throttle by York at the 350. It rested to lead the way from Hone In. Take a Flight running on well. Here comes Orbiton with the white cap and Lightyear with the red cap sailing down the centre. Orbiton's after Take a Flight. Take a Flight grabbed by Orbiton at the 100. Lightyear can't pick them up from Accused. Orbiton poked his nose in front. Take a Flight won't be denied. He's coming again, but Orbiton's too good. Orbiton wins, lands big bets to do so. Take a Flight second, Photo third. Lightyear or Accused on the inside from Fighting Prince. Ford Scout, Turn Me Loose dropped out in the straight with Hone In. They were followed by Bob's Boy and Donald with the tail enders. Big bets landed here. Orbit
coming up to complete the lineup. All in, they're set to go. 1400. All clear given on their way, and Catnip bounded out towards the inside, is already a length in front of Hindu Dance of Palace Glow. Hula Wonder moving up on the outside to settle down fourth. Good speed early. Marty's Magic settling back, and then came Supervolt and Primrose Penny on the outside. Heading to the 1,000 metres, and Catnip about a neck in front. Running second the outside, Palace Glow. 2.5 lengths back third is on the inside Hindu Dancer. Around it Hula Wonder. Then a length to Primrose Penny. One further back Marty's Magic and Supervolt last of all. At the 800 on the railway side, and Catnip 3/4 to Palace Glow. About 2 lengths away in the field, Hindu Dancer. Hula Wonder in the centre. Primrose Penny improving the outside. In behind those then came on the inside rail as Marty's Magic. And back over on the outside, Hula Wonder dug up to make some ground, and Supervolt last of all. Catnip led from Palace Glow. Primrose Penny working into it on the outside. Hindu Dancer hard ridden, and then Hula Wonder within 3 of the leader, but being ridden along at this point when they corner. Catnip, Palace Glow just about together. Primrose Penny on their outside. Then Hula Wonder needing to get out. It's pocketed at the moment, and Marty's Magic is sprinting home on the outside. Palace Glow took the lead. Catnip hasn't got much left. Marty's Magic is coming home hard. Hula Wonder still in trouble, but Marty's Magic got to the lead. 100 metres to go. Marty's Magic from Palace Glow and Hula Wonder the rail, but Marty's Magic draws clear to beat Palace Glow by 2 lengths. Hula Wonder the inside, or Primrose Penny out wide for third. They were followed then by Hindu Dancer and Supervolt towards the end, and Catnip has weakened badly. She's run last. Marty's Magic landing some bets at long odds, sprinting over the top. Halfway up the straight, Hula Wonder and Primrose Penny having a decent old hip and shoulder. But Marty's Magic sprinting past
They're out very deep on the track, Andra. In fact, up ahead of it, Elector. Andra's racing very greenly. Champagne Square scoots through it on the inside to take an advantage of about a neck coming to the turn, followed by Hat Rack, and over on the outside, gee, some of these are green. On the outside is Elector, and they were followed further back by Dolphin Miss, and then came over on the outside Nothing But Gold, and wider out was Andra. Cathalooks not travelling at all well in the straight, and out deep on the track, Elector went to the front. The stablemate Nothing But Gold is after it very quickly, and Andra is going to round them up out wide on the track. The others look beaten, Hat Rack included. Nothing But Gold the leader, but out wide Andra's raced up and hit the front. Andra goes to the lead close to home, and Andra's going to be too good. Just hands and heels too. Second placing goes to Nothing But Gold, and they were followed well back by Hat Rack. Cathalooks got going again on the line, and then came on the outside Elector. They were followed by Dolphin Miss, and last in was Champagne Square, and it's that lad again, Paul Gatt. Andra the winner. Number 5, Andra, ridden by Paul Gatt, and he rode the horse, the filly, just simply hands and heels by Zedative from Shingle Moss, and in the time of 57.87. There's no stopping this lad. And raced by the Morant Group, managed by Gary Martin, S. and Darcy, MD Francesco and El Signore, in the time of 57.87. A 2-year-old bay filly.
Bay Magic and Roussos. Now Cabala's moved up. Shire Road, the last one to move in. 4 again stood up well. Drawn the inside alley. Corey Brown rides for Brian Guy. A flashy chestnut by Al Harib, the sire of the former wonderful spreader Hariba. They're all set. Light flashing. Second of the day from Rosehill Gardens. They're racing 4 again was only fairly away. Jetliner Liturgy came out of the gates quickly. 4 again mustering speed, and Roussos charging out of the pack. Roussos goes to the front from Castlereagh Magic. 4 again Jetliner Outrageous. They were followed on the outside by Kabbalah deep and rushing forward from King of Tara. Shire Roads very deep with Thunder Crossing. 6 and 7 wide, and they're going forward. Liturgy jumped well the grey, but he's being passed by Foolish Things, and 2 lengths away Colosseum. The pressure is right on coming towards the bin. Shire Road 3 wide. Castlereagh Magic the centre, and Roussos booting up on the inside to hold the other 2 out. 2-3 lengths away to Outrageous. Thunder Crossing. 4 again the fence. Kabbalah coming to the outside with the maroon cap, but under pressure, and King of Tara's the deepest runner. Castlereagh Magic at the 250s after Roussos. They're stride for stride. 2 lengths away Outrageous, starting to peg them back. On the inside, Foolish Things is bursting through. He could be the danger. Foolish Things is after Roussos, and Castlereagh Magic from Jetliner getting home late, but Foolish Things swept to the front. Another good one for the bookmakers as they feel the brunt of another good plunge, and he wins Foolish Things. Second, I'm not sure. On the inside, Jetliner. Third, Outrageous. Roussos. Out deep on the track, Colosseum rocketing home. Castlereagh Magic not far away from King of Tara Liturgy. They were followed by Kabbalah, Forest well back, and Shire Road and Thunder Crossing. He was the last one over the line. He's pulled up a bit shinny by the looks of it too. Stand by for the numbers. Well, the punters know what they're doing today. 15s into 9s on track, Foolish Things. Good tip. Wayne Harris gave him out this morning as being a horse that would be very hard to beat. And he's got right up on the inside from third last before the bend to get up and score at $11 and $3.20. The ones in the photo, we've got Jetliner, who got up on the inside. Roussos was in front of Castlereagh Magic, and Colosseum has come rocketing down the outside to be in the photo. So it's a terrific finish for the minor into the prize. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Well and truly correct, just one of those things. All right, we got an upgrade of the track, but now it's raining at Caulfield. Here's Greg.
Rain coming in across the track as they get ready. The track was upgraded to good after the running of race 2. But showers coming in across the track. Oh, now Mistress Manila has gone through the front of the stalls. Just took a lunge at the gates and cantered through without any problem. Mistress Manila links up next to Nobility, who has the inside stall. Again, they're ready. All set. 1100, and on the journey they go now, and Nobility out reasonably towards the inside. Happy Hero bounded out quickly. Tristram Kildare was showing pace, and Minimal with Mastic on their outside. Settling now, Tristram Kildare is a narrow leader on the outside. At the 800, Happy Hero hunts through along the rails, and Minimal is between those, and 2 lengths then to Mastic settling fourth on the outside. 1 Canny Ever, 2 Rolling Dice, then Mistress Manila, and Nobility is back towards the end on the inside of Rich Theme. Passing the 600, Happy Hero 3/4 of a length clear. Tristram Kildare on the outside of Minimal, and Mastic a half length away fourth. 2 lengths Canny Ever, 2 lengths Rolling Dice, and 3 lengths further back is Nobility when they sweep into the straight. Mastic sweeps up 4 wide to join the leading horses now. Going with it, Tristram Kildare. Minimal, Happy Hero down on the inside, clear of Canny Ever. Mastic on the outside. Tristram Kildare won't give in, and Happy Hero, the big fellow on the rail, with Minimal between them. It's Mastic on the outside of Tristram Kildare now. Mastic and Tristram Kildare. Mastic with the head in front. Mastic beat Tristram Kildare by a head. A length and a half away third. Probably Happy Hero from Canny Ever for third. Then Minimal, Rolling Dice, Nobility didn't come on with the job. Rich Theme towards the end, and Mistress Manila Mistress rather, was last of all.
The first time today, Hooker. A length away behind them over on the inside, Rancho Edition, followed by Raja Jazz, settling back third last, and the rider's got a good hold of it too. In second last position, Exquisite Lover, and Quinoa is last of all the greys. They go by the 1400 and level out in the fast straight, and Extracurricular slides along nearly 2 lengths over Black Glamour, a length and a quarter off. Then Raja Jazz going around them now. Over on the inside, Rancho Edition, covered on the outside by Hooker, has enjoyed a nice run, and 2.5 away then Quinoa just shading Exquisite Lover. Raja Jazz has taken the lead as they go to the 1,000-metre turn and has got the pressure on Extracurricular. Black Glamour's not going to get involved in any dust-up up front. It's settling nicely third and being ridden very quietly. Fourth on the inside, Rancho Edition, a half the outside to Hooker, and 2 lengths away the other pair, Quinoa on the outside of Exquisite Lover. Raja Jazz at the 800, nearly a length in front of Extracurricular, who just hunts up enough to keep that other horse on the outside a bit deep. And then third placing to Black Glamour away from the rail, getting plenty of freedom today. A length and a half to Hooker ridden along. So too is Rancho Edition, Quinoa and Exquisite Lover. Around the home turn, and Raja Jazz and Extracurricular are almost on level terms again. Only a length off them and about to be flicked up now is Black Glamour making a claim. And back behind them, Hooker from Rancho Edition, Quinoa and Exquisite Lovers dropped out, but Raja Jazz the leader. Now Black Glamour has its chance on the outside and races up at the 200 clear of Hooker. Extracurricular is struggling, but Black Glamour's got the head in front of Raja Jazz, and Black Glamour has been ridden an absolute treat. Didn't win by a big margin, Black Glamour, but got home about a half to Raja Jazz, who battled on well. In third place in close-up Hooker, and there were a space in front of Extracurricular, another gap then to Rancho Edition, and the other two missing in action, Quinoa and also Exquisite Lover. They've just ambled home long, long way back.
Number 3, Black Glamour, the late male from...
Cello went back after the start with Bridal Chance. Come On Grace fired out, and Nimble Feet burning the turf going to the front. She'll lead the way with Planet Green rushing up from Sporting Colours. Miss Peridot fourth. Miss Plume on the fence fifth. A length further back in the field, Sandy Prospect. They were followed by Come On Grace, obliged to race 3 wide from Sue Seeker. A long way back is Full Pelt, Bossy Venticello, and 2 lengths away to Bridal Chance. Planet Green on the outside at the 800 metres mark. Took up the slack and ran to the front. Led a half length on Nimble Feet, retaining the fence, a length to Sporting Colours, and the leaders have steadied up noticeably. They were followed by Miss Plume, then came Miss Peridot 3 wide. Sandy Prospect the centre, a length to Come On Grace, Sue Seeker, Bossy. Venticello coming wide, about to start a run. She's giving the leaders 5 or 6 lengths before the bend. They were followed by Bridal Chance, who's dropped well back as they turn the corner. Planet Green's making it a sprint home. She got away from Nimble Feet. Miss Peridot coaxing into the claim on the outside, coming with a claim, and down the outside, Venticello running on with Sandy Prospect. Planet Green in front, but Venticello is starting to scream down the centre. Venticello at the 150, moved to Planet Green. Miss Peridot, Sandy Prospect, Bossy late on the scene. Venticello went to the front from Planet Green. Venticello in front racing, and rare form Venticello. She wins from Planet Green. I think third, Sandy Prospect from Bossy out wide. Then came Miss Peridot. They were followed next of all in the field by Come On Grace, Sporting Colours, Sue Seeker, Bridal Chance well back. Then came Nimble Feet, and Full Pelt was last of all, bar one, Miss Plume. And the rider looking down at her, looks like she might have pulled up a little bit short. Venticello, the winner, number 2.
1400 might worry her in town. Now Fayrou's coming up into the line as they've got Belle Reeve set. Fanciful Lady linked into the outside, so they're set to go. Ready to break. 1400 for race 4. All set. Belle Reeve red, and a Tenton in there helping things settle down. All clear, off. Classy Range bounded out brilliantly on the inside. Morissette was away well with Malenti, Sly Sandra. Some pace from the outside. Fayrou's cutting the field off after going 200 metres. Fayrou's led over Fanciful Lady. Morissette tucked in third on the inside, followed by Sly Sandra the centre, and Malenti trapped out 3 wide. A break of 2 lengths, Classy Range going past 1,000, and then Jingle Bells. Belle Reeve out 3 wide. 2 lengths behind them is Graceful Emma and Zakynthos Girl, a similar break last of all. Onto the railway side at the 800 metres, Fayrou's just in front of Malenti working up the outside. 2 lengths, Fanciful Lady with a nice trail on the pace. A length and a half, Sly Sandra outside Morissette. 2 lengths to Belle Reeve, a little worse than midfield and travelling 3 deep. Jingle Bells in the centre, Classy Range on the fence. 1 then to Graceful Emma, and 1 1/4 to Zakynthos Girl. Nearing the turn, Fayrou's about ahead in front, Malenti and Sly Sandra working into it out 3 wide. 2 lengths, Fanciful Lady outside Morissette, and then Belle Reeve when they corner from Jingle Bells. And Graceful Emma coming to the outside, into the straight, Fayrou's, Malenti with Sly Sandra there outside. Morissette back on the fence, and then Fanciful Lady and Graceful Emma coming down the outside at the 200 metres. Fayrou's still the leader, Sly Sandra gone. Fanciful Lady coming home now, and Graceful Emma's joining in. Fanciful Lady's hit the front from Fayrou's. Graceful Emma, Fanciful Lady clear, and Fanciful Lady half a length to Graceful Emma second. Fayrou's held on for third, then Zakynthos Girl and Sly Sandra. Back behind them, Malenti, Morissette and Jingle Bells. Next in Classy Range, and back last of all, Belle Reeve. Fanciful Lady ridden by Nashra Widow. Sat her in for a trail just behind the leading horses, and she's unwound the strongest finishing run. And punters getting it right in a very wide betting race. I think she would have run favourite by the time they jumped. to pay $5.30 and $2.10 on Super Tab, beating Graceful Emma $1.90 and Fayrouz $3 with the one-eyed blinker on today. He just put her away beautifully and allowed her to balance up. Came to the outside. Fayrouz has fought on well. Malinti, who'd worried her all the way, dropped out.
Heavenly Shore. Lovely mild day here at Cheltenham. A good track, and they're on their way in the fourth of the day with a little slow to begin. Billa Majestic, Rattler beaten for early speed is easing back. And the favourite Heavenly Shore jumped away as well as anything, is now headed by President Jake and Aptago. In behind them, Heavenly Shore back to third with Guru Star, and there's the bolter. Billa Majestic scooting around the field, going on with it 3 wide. Guru Star back to fifth, 6 is Bow Saint, 7th over on the inside Rattler, and 8th and last was My Pal down the side at the 800 metres. And Aptago shows the way about a length in advance of President Jake and neck the outside Billa Majestic. 2 lengths away and held together under a straight as Heavenly Shore. Then came Guru Star. Bow Saints off around them 3 deep, about to set them alight at the 600. Coming onto the home turn from Rattler and My Pal. Aptago slipped away from President Jake, rounding the turn, led by 2.5. President Jake is second. Third now Heavenly Shore ridden along. Then came Billa Majestic under pressure from Guru Star, and further back Rattler. And they were followed by Bow Saint and My Pal in the straight now, down to the 250. Aptago the leader. President Jake and Heavenly Shore are now starting to claim some ground off this leader. Be still 2 in front. Aptago looks like he's going to hang on. Heavenly Shore and on the inside President Jake won't get the chestnut. And Aptago goes home to score by a length on the line. Second Heavenly Shore. Third President Jake. Fourth in was Guru Star. They were followed by Bow Saint and a break of 6 lengths to My Pal Rattler and Billa Majestic.
Aptago 330 Super Tab, 350 New South Wales and 355.
The line is cleared. Macabayan, the inside runner. Gates open. Grey and Gold away quickly and done that, and Sir Anthony out wide away smartly. Dalmara going fast and going fast also. Grey and Gold to settle in 5th position from Rare Mosaic. Macabayan the fence going over onto the inside now to rail up to be about 6th. 2 lengths Ed Mandy, 2 lengths Tri-City, a length Brittany Miss, 2 lengths to Shootout on the outside of Star Chimes, Exalt getting a long way back, and Prince of Justice at the tail of the field. Snar Dame crossed at the 1,000 mark, she led, but Sir Anthony quickly takes her on and now rolls to the front. 2 lengths Dalmara, done that the outside, 2 lengths Macabayan, he's in a great spot. Grey and Gold at his girth the outside, 2 lengths Rare Mosaic, Ed Mandy, 2 lengths Brittany Miss. On the outside of Tri-City, 2 away in the field is Shootout, Star Chimes, Exalt, and 2 lengths to Prince of Justice. Before the bend at the 650, the front runner Sir Anthony. Snar Dame again peeled up on the outside to go up and attack. Macabayan is getting right up on the inside. He just needs a bit of luck there from Dalmara. 2 lengths to Grey and Gold, who lost its spot from Ed Mandy coming deep in the blue cap. And further back in the field, Rare Mosaic. It's Sir Anthony at the 350 being tackled by Snar Dame. Macabayan a length away in the clear if good enough from Grey and Gold, Dalmara, and Rare Mosaic is starting to charge through on the fence. Sir Anthony in front. Macabayan, Rare Mosaic the inside. Snar Dame kicking from Grey and Gold. Dye took the shortcuts. Rare Mosaic burst to the front from Macabayan, and Rare Mosaic, good to see him back in form. He wins. Grey and Gold second. Third Macabayan. Then came Snar Dame, Sir Anthony. They were followed by Star Chimes, Brittany Miss, Dalmara, Shootout, Tri-City, Ed Mandy, Prince of Justice, Exalt, and done that last home. Well, he should have beaten Grey.
On course and well tried. All set. Off they go. Royal Blue bounded away fast on the inside of Mustang Red. Always a Chance was away in a hurry, and so too Hunker Magic up there in the leading pack, followed by Dara, him improving to be with the first 4 or 5. He's going forward with Pearl Prince on his outside. It's a line of about 4 across the track. Pearl Prince easing back now, and Dara him going on at the 1,000 metre mark takes the lead. It's Dara him from Royal Blue. Always a Chance, a neck away third, a length and a half to Pearl Prince. Hunker Magic tucked away 5th, and they're followed by Let's Cut Loose, Reaper Barn, Mustang Red. Then a length further back in the field at the head of the others, Glass Cut of the Grey going up out wide. McGuan back on the fence, and then Dancing Sculptor. And a length to Call Me Spike last of all. Dara him led Royal Blue at the 600 metre mark. A length and a half to Pearl Prince, and Always a Chance. In on the rail is Reaper Barn. 1 Let's Cut Loose, Hunker Magic. A length further back is McGuan, Mustang Red, Glass Cutter out 3 wide, and then Call Me Spike and Dancing Sculptor last of all. Dara him's done some work, leads Royal Blue, kicking back on the inside. They swing wide, the pair of them, from Always a Chance. Reaper Barn down on the inside, and then Pearl Prince. Let's Cut Loose starting to do just that down the outside. Darahim still the leader. Royal Blue kicking strongly on the inside of him. Let's Cut Loose 2.5 behind and closing. It's Royal Blue and Darahim from Let's Cut Loose. Darahim and Royal Blue. Royal Blue kicks the inside. They hit the line. Royal Blue just beat Darahim, I'd say, in a photo. 3 lengths away third. Let's Cut Loose from Pearl Prince, and just behind those Hunker Magic. Then came Magwan, Always a Chance, followed by Mustang Red, Call Me Spike, Reaper Barn, Glass Cutter well back, and Dancing Sculptor was about last to finish. Judge calls for a photo. Royal Blue kicking strongly on the inside, and Darahim the two. Judge leading the camera to separate them. Royal Blue the inside, Darahim the outside. Four's got it. Royal Blue, Stephen Baster the winner. Just kept persevering and niggling away at Darahim all the way down the straight.
Leader is Flapjacks, a half in front of Listen to Effendi. Third placing Mr. Sands, travelling okay on the inside of Noisy Prospect. A length and a half further back, Nagar outside of Madame Perec, followed them by Nassi Doll, and they were followed by Balmahar, and Shamrock Dancer caught the field when they slackened. Going to the 600, Flapjacks held together in front. A long neck over Listen to Effendi, and Noisy Prospect makes a line of 3. Back in behind them, Mr. Sands needing a run. Nagar to the outside, Madame Perec drives up behind them, and then Nassi Doll, Balmahar and Shamrock Dancer. Flapjacks quickened into the straight, slipped away a length and a half clear. Down the outside, Nagar's running a bit of a race, and so is Nassi Doll. Nassi Doll quickly out after this leader, Flapjacks. Mr. Sands getting through on the inside, but Nassi Doll is storming home. Balmahar coming after it on the outside, but Nassi Doll too good. Nassi Doll wins from Balmahar. Third placing Flapjacks, and they were followed on the inside by Mr. Sands. Well, he got a dream run but couldn't capitalise. Listen to Effendi was up there forward early, didn't go on. Madame Perec didn't fire today. Further back behind them, Noisy Prospect, followed by Nagar and also Shamrock Dancer. Number 7, Nassi Doll. Simon Price for Mark Lee.
All ready to jump. Avilda stood well. Racing. They've jumped away in a good line. La Willow and also Golden Orb out very quickly. Going fast, Lavina Bay and Doxula out wide, showing speed. Queen's Message not far away. Bisca's off the fence. Top Marks with the orange and white cap going through the field. Avilda getting back. Triple Salchow is well back in the field from Pimpala Luck, who jumped well but can't go the speed. Then came Ubla D and 2 lengths away to Uptown and Salmithra at the tail of the field. 600 metres to go. Lavina Bay was able to go up on the inside of Golden Orb and Doc Zula 3 wide. 2 lengths to Queen's Message. La Willow, Bisca's off. They were followed by Triple Salchow coming to the outside from Top Marks, and Avilda's well back and under pressure. Lavina Bay on the inside, the leader. It leads the way narrowly. Coming at it quickly on the outside, Doc Zula and Queen's Message has claimed the pair. Queen's Message at the 200 metres mark, it hit the lead. Lavina Bay is going to fight home very silently on the inside. Lavina Bay again arrested the lead away from Queen's Message. They were followed by La Willow, but Lavina Bay in front. Pretty promising, this one. Lavina Bay wins the race from Queen's Message and La Willow. They were followed by Doc Zula, Triple Sal Chow. Then came Bisca's off, Obla D, Uptown, Top Marks. Well back in the field would have been Pimpala Luck in company with Avilda. They were followed next of all by Golden Orb, and near the tail was Samithia and also Al Sari. It was tailed off about 100 metres away in the run and has finished a long last. Lavina Bay, the winner, number 7. Number 7, carrying the Clan O'Sullivan colours, which won a Magic Millions, and Lavina Bay by De Gea. And do you reckon he's going to make a name for himself as a stallion in Australia? His progeny looked very, very smart early on. Lavina Bay, the winner, trained by Bill Mitchell, who trained Peggy Ann, the dam. She was a very good filly, Peggy Ann. She won a QTC Lightning Stakes.
Pengulu favourite, had his biggest success here. Off they go, and not a bad start too. Regal Conspiracy Savrocker bounded out in front of Sir Linford. Away quickly is Pengulu, and Lord Tyson on the improve on the outside. And then follows just behind them, going past the 1400, Another Chance. Guitars getting back in the field to second last, and 2 lengths to Noble Ben Barra. Pengulu leads, climbing the hill at the back of the course. 2 lengths to Lord Tyson, Regal Conspiracy. Guitars, after pulling, has moved up the outside. He's in 4th placing, sitting outside Regal Conspiracy. 2 lengths behind them, Sav Rocker on the outside of Another Chance, and then a length further back is Sir Linford. and a length and a half to Noble Benbara. Pengulu is bowling freely at the 1,000-metre mark and leads by the best part of 3 to 4 lengths. Running second, Lord Tyson. Gatars the outside is third. A length and a half, Regal Conspiracy fourth, and 2 lengths, Savrock are outside Another Chance. Then a length and a half to Sir Linford, and 2 lengths last of all, Noble Benbara. Down the side now, and Pengulu by nearly a length. Lord Tyson is running second, a half length Gatars, a length and a half Regal Conspiracy, 2 Savrocker. Another Chance niggled out on the rail, and then Sir Linford and Noble Benbara last of all. They're inside the 600, Pengulu the leader, about a half length now on Lord Tyson, a length Gatars. Over on the inside then Regal Conspiracy, and then Savrock of the field bunching a little, coming towards the turn from Another Chance, and Sir Linford and Noble Benbara last. Pengulu leads, Lord Tyson throws down the gauntlet. Gatars is wider out, Regal Conspiracy with plenty of room to go through to the inside, but the grey Pengulu still the leader here. Sir Linford starting to lift. Pengulu 150 to go, leads by 2 lengths. Sir Linford, Regal Conspiracy on the inside, but Pengulu is clear, and the Toorak handicap winner's back in form. Pengulu wins it by a length. Regal Conspiracy and next Sir Linford. 4 lengths away then came Gatars and Lord Tyson, Savrocker. And behind those to finish in the race was Another Chance and Noble Benbara last of all. Victory here for Pengulu, leading all the way for Kieran McAvoy.
Yep. First of the double. Second of the 4-trailer. Signal given. And away they go. A couple of little slow to begin. Obscenic and Exotic Art, and away well was Africa Espoir from Lord Shiraz, and Mighty Meccano and Hedgel driving up with Amarina. Close handy to the speed too now is Exotic Art, who's going on with it after being just moderately served at the jump, and is now raced up to take up the front running from Amarina on the outside. And back in third position then came on the outside Daybreak Treat. Back to the inside Africa Espoir with them Frenzel Rom. A length off to Hedge. Brother Mayor the inside. Lord Shiraz has got back to just worse than centre field from Mighty Meccano, Swift Zapper. Kipling's well back with Obscenic at the tail. Along the far straight they race now, and heading by the 1200, Exotic Art runs along 2.5, clear to Amarina, who's getting a lovely run second. Third on the outside is Frenzel Rom, then Daybreak Treat on the outside of Avec Espoir. Off the track, Lord Shiraz can't get in anywhere. He's been forced to carry his weight and cover it hard. Back in the centre, Hedge on the inside, Brother Mayor, Swift Zapper, Mighty Meccano. Kipling and Obscenic face attacks from back there. They're well back off the lead. Down the side, they go to the 850, onto the 800. Exotic Art by 1. Amarina's had a lovely run. In third position, Frenzel Rom, followed then by, on the inside, Avec Espoir. Lord Shiraz around, Daybreak Treat in the centre. Further back, Swift Zapper in the middle, Hedge, and on the inside, Brother Mayor. Obscenic and Kipling are still well back, going by the 600 around the home turn, and second last was Mighty Meccano. Amarina's had that charm run and now cuts loose at the top of the running, and as they straighten, it's gone up to join the other one, Exotic Art, and they've kicked 3 in front of Frenzel Rom. Lord Shiraz runs on with Daybreak Treat. Obscenic and Kipling aren't in the race at the moment, 2 of the other fancies, but Amarina's had a lovely run and sailed to the lead of the 200. Kicked the length in front of Exotic Art. Nothing's making any headway back in the field appreciably. Frenzel Rom runs to third, but Amarina in front getting close to home. Frenzel Rom tries hard, but you wanted to be on this a long way out. It was given a lovely ride, and Amarina scores from Frenzel Rom. Not sure about third. Brother Mayor's in the centre. Down the outside, Mighty Meccano, and on the inside, Exotic Art held on. Kipling back in the field, followed by Hedge, Daybreak Treat, Lord Shiraz, well, he covered a lot of ground. And then came further back to Swift Zapper, Avec Espoir, and Obscenic never made any ground in the straight. Apparently it was pulled up towards the tail, if not at the tail. Well, you wanted to be on that.
Off in the gate. And the rider is flung out the back. Bookmakers have been pounded today. There's been a couple of long price plunges, and there's been 3 horses very heavily backed in this race. Splice and Argyle stood well. Ventana Boy stood up well, and they're all set now. Line cleared, the lights are on. Racing. Triple A near the inside, and Strike Time out wide. Masterly going very quickly, 3 and 4 deep. Not far away, Triple O, as Cherubian improves to be third from Argold. They were followed further back by Sabre again. Islatan getting back. He is passed very quickly by Lord Dentata. They were followed by On the Storm. Splice is a mile back in the field. After jumping well, Freeport's got no speed, and Bantana Boys at the tail. Masterly crossed and led the way now with rushing up Sober Again to second. Cherubian box seating inside Strike Time. 2 lengths to Our Gold. He is on the outside of Triplo from Lord Dentata. Then On the Storm, who's well back in the field with Splice Bentana Boy. And near the tail is Freeport. And last of all is the heavily backed Isla Tan, who's under pressure and he can't win. Around the bend, Mastery in front. Big run Cherubian. Sober Again the outside. Wider still is Strike Time. And they were followed by Lord Dentata. Oh, Cherubian's rider had a big peep over his shoulder. Larry Cassidy, and now he lets him go. And Cherubian a dash to the front from Mastery. Strike Time on the outside, running on pretty well from Triplo. Cherubian clear. Coming again is Triplo near the inside, but Cherubian in front, and he wins well from Triplo. Third prize in the race to Mastery. They were followed by Strike Time. Then came Sober Again spliced. Well back in the field, Isla Tan. Well, he was so heavily back, but he didn't get into the camera range. They were followed by Bentana Boy, Freeport. Sober Again pulled up quickly with Lord Dentata, On the Storm, and Our Gold last home.
Number 7, Cherubian, paying $3.20 in New South Wales. $3 have to be whether the judge can get a clearer one to separate them. They're ready to go now at Caulfield. Here's Greg.
Now Chow Baby links in, and they're set. 1800. Ready to break. Chow Baby well supported. Listening's Joy bounding around in the gates there. An attendant climbing in. She just wants a rear. Settled now. Javon stood well. Off they go. Risky away well towards the inside from Shiosaki. Listening's Joy jumped well, and so did Smoochy Smooch going forward. Devon Valley Lady and Fleischer away fast on the outside, heading up from Misconviction, going up as well as they settle fully into stride now. And going past the 1400, Fleischer had sped along and leads by 3 lengths. Smoochy Smooch, Devon Valley Lady. A length away is Misconviction, a length and a half further back is Risky, 5th on the inside. Outside her there is Siobhan, and 2 lengths further back in the field is Don't Babble, Shiosaki, and Listening's Joy around the outside. 1 further back is Chow Baby, another length and a half behind those horses. Timely Escape, Flirty Bird, No Mystery, a long way back on the outside of Joint Custody, and back 2 lengths away at the back of the field is Calabash Bay. Fleischer is speeding along, 1,000 metres to go, has opened up a lead of about 6 or 7 lengths at least. Running second is Smoochy Smooch, 2 lengths Devon Valley Lady in third placing around Misconviction. Then Siobhan 5th on the outside, 2 lengths then to Don't Babble. In the centre there, Listening's Joy and Risky on the rail. 1 further back is Chow Baby, another length behind her Flirty Bird, taking off round the outside from Shiosaki, No Mystery. They're followed then by Timely Escape, Joint Custody, and 2 lengths to Calabash Bay. There's 500 left in it, and Fleischer's come back to the field quickly as Smoochy Smooch scorches around the outside with Misconviction, and these two race to the lead together. Then Devon Valley Lady followed by Listening's Joy down on the inside under pressure. Siobhan running on in the straight, Smoochy Smooch, and on the inside Misconviction. Nicely clear now, heading to the 200 metres from Siobhan, running on Feely, and so too is Devon Valley Lady from Listening's Joy. Misconviction drew nearly a length in front. It's Misconviction from Smoochy Smooch, Devon Valley Lady, Siobhan. Misconviction, she's stopping, but she'll hang on. Misconviction beat Smoochy Smooch, who came again. Devon Valley Lady third, and then Siobhan. Next in was No Mystery. They're followed then by Fleischer. Chow Baby next out wider, and then Listening's Joy, Shiosaki, Flirty Bird, Don't Babble. Behind them is Risky, Joint Custody, Calabash Bay, and Timely Escape dropped out to last. Misconviction finally had some luck go her way.
Attack Prime Ruler, Brave Deed takes them all on and lazing about, scoots across out wide. My Modest next, followed back in behind them by Gullible, 2.5 to the Grey Lord William and 2 to Telbon Bow. Plenty of early speed, and Anxiety Attack looked to be in a little bit of bother as they go to the first turn at the 1,000, where the leaders are Brave Deed the inside, a half in front of on the outside, lazing about, and My Modest is pushing up between them, so lazing about gets away from them now and kicks to the lead. In third position behind them on the outside, My Modest, with Brave Deed it's inside second. Then a length and a half further back to Dry and Sober outside of Prime Ruler, and the leader steadies. Then Lord William outside Gullible. Further back on the inside, Anxiety Attack, and a length away to Telbon Bow. Inside the 600 and the top weight, lazing about by about a length to in second placing My Modest, who's having another crack at it. And then came on the inside Brave Deed, but under pressure. Prime Ruler's right on their hammer and tack, and then came on the outside Dry and Sober. Lord William wide from Gullible Anxiety Attack. Telbombo not travelling. My Modest comes after Lazing About, who has to get busy, the rider. At the 200, Lazing About a half in front. On the outside, My Modest is inching closer, and Prime Ruler's coming at the pair of them. Lazing About in front, though. He's responding, Lazing About. He's a pretty handy sprinter, this fellow. Lazing About did it at both ends. My Modest and then Prime Ruler, then Dry and Sober. Telbombo followed by Gullible Lord William, Anxiety Attack and Brave Deed at the tail. Well, he was basically forced to go to the lead when they wanted to kick up and keep him wide, and Richard Jolly has sized up the situation beautifully. And whilst My Modest and
of the grey into stride fast. Bombast not far away, and Dancehall Dame starting to go up with moving around the outside of those. Dance Till Dawn very quickly, but Alade's going to win a lead from Dance Till Dawn. Zayela third, then Yo Bro on the outside of El Zabana. Dancehall Dame wide. Step Dancer on the fence and Bombast in the centre. 2 lengths away in the field, Valance from Taradu, well back. He's about 4th last on settling from Jack and Archie, Catlin Prince, and at the tail is Magic. They sweep to the back at the 1,500 metres mark. Alade can't get away from the second one at the moment, Dance Till Dawn. It's keeping at its girth. 2 or 3 lengths away, Zayela. 2 lengths, Yo Bro. They were followed by Dancehall Dame on the outside of El Zabana, a length to Bombast, and the leaders are running along from Step Dancer. 3 lengths away, Valance, Jack and Archie, Taradu, Catlin Prince, and Magic last and 3 deep. Alade in front, still on the outside. Dance Till Dawn is pestering the leader, and as they race to the 1,000 metres mark, they're 4 or 5 lengths in front of Zayela. 2 lengths away, Yo Bro travelling well in the run. 2.5 to Dancehall Dame on the outside of El Zabana. 2 lengths away, Step Dancer inside of Bombast. He's about to go forward. They were followed by Jack and Archie on the outside of Valance from Magic, Catlin Prince, and Taradu not travelling. 3 lengths away at the tail of the field. It's on the inside, Alade. The outside, Dance Till Dawn, level pegging 600 out. Zayela has done all of the chasing. 2 lengths away. 2 lengths to Yo Bro, and Bombast starting to improve from Dancehall Dame. Jack and Archie wide. El Zabana behind those. They were followed well back by Valance, and the others headed by Magic coming to the extreme outside in the straight, and Zayela sprinted to the front now. Zayela raced to the front. Here's Valance with the white cap, and Bombast putting in a run, and Jack and Archie the deepest runner. Bombast has moved up to Valance. Jack and Archie a length away from Yo Bro and El Zabana. Cassidy yet to go for the whip on Bombast. He's in front. Valance tries to peg him back. Bombast just in front. Valance can't bridge the gap. Bombast in front. Hard hands and hills, Cassidy. 3 for the day for Larry, and he gets him home, Bombast from Valance. Third prize, Jack and Archie just in front of El Zabana. Yo Bro, Step Dancer. Magic running on, needs further when it was all over. Then Catlin Prince. They were followed by Alade, Zayela. Well back is Dance Till Dawn, and near the tail of the field, Dancehall Dame. And poor old Taradu, something's amiss with him. He's just canted over the line now. Bombast. Heavily back late. $2.90 and $1.40. Over Valance at
won't be far away. Just standing by to bring you the Ascot Totes. At Caulfield, here's Greg Miles.
Side stall. Suit the favourite, $2.90. Fraction better on course, but not much. Magic Music easing second elect. Still Manhattan Von hasn't moved in. Mazilda Ends has been easy on track. Per My easy before coming in a point round about the 6-1 mark. All in now. Manhattan Von had taken the outside, so they're set. Racing, Suit in the middle of the line began okay. Katana flew out. Magic Music jumped well. So did Per My. Mazilda Ends is showing all her usual brilliance today. And Mazilda Ends hunts through and leads them up. Magic Music is running second. A length to Checkmore. 2 lengths further back in the field. Per My outside. Katana another length. River Affair. Suit in the centre. Kit's Challenge closer to the inside with Sentaza. 1 further back Manhattan Von, and 3 lengths to Mint Condition. Going past the 600. Mazilda Ends about a neck in front. Magic Music second. 1 to Per My. Checkmore over on the inside. Round the outside is Suit and River Affair deep, and then Katana. 2 lengths Kit's Challenge. Sentaza back on the inside from Manhattan Von and Mint Condition. They corner now. Magic Music is level with Mazilda Ends. Per My a length and a half away. Katana easing off their heels is coming home well today, but Magic Music has race clear at the 200 metres. She's rolled back to the inside, but she's put 2 lengths on Katana. Kit's Challenge coming home fairly well, and then Sentaza. Magic Music against the the rail is clear, and Magic Music, too good. Wins it from Kit's Challenge. I'd say Katana's held third, Centasa the inside, and then Manhattan Von. Next to finish was Suit, who never came into play, followed by Mazelda Ends, who weakened badly. Then Mint Condition, Checkmore weakening, Permite towards the end of the field, and River Affair dropped out to finish amongst the tail enders. Well, she was all too good. Magic Music to pay $4.70 and $1.80 racks up a double for Stephen Baster today, who scored on Royal Blue in the 5th. Magic Music first. Sat on the outside of the leader, and at the 200, a wonderful turn of acceleration made the race hers. Kit's Challenge running on strongly. Number 10 second, and Katana an improved performance with the blinkers off today in third place. 6:10 and 2. Official in the last. Fourth aim was number 9, Manhattan Von, and 5th was number 7, Centasa. So a good win in the last. 6:10 and 2. Magic Music, ridden by Stephen Baster, trained by Leon Corstens. A third win from 5 starts at the track, and a pretty speedy performance to take out the last of the day.
6:10-2. Good afternoon,
fans tonight. So Globe Derby tonight, Strathalbyn Thoroughbred racing tomorrow. They're off in the last at Cheltenham, and Grand Scenic missed a length. And one of the best away, Teetotally, also Powers Hope, and also Beau Casa. Just in behind the speed, Queen of Angels, out wider Skimmer, caught deep, and then over on the inside was El Clays. Another length and a half further back, Grand Scenic on the inside of Showy, and a length away last of all is Tristram Power. Well, they started a bunch again. There's only about 4 to 5 lengths first to last, and the leader is Beau Casa by a neck, and the pace is slackened off. Teetotaly's the outside. Queen of Mars is pulling against the rider. She might have to let it go. Back behind them, Powers Hope inside of Skimmer, who's getting a better run now, but still a bit deep. Showy further back, followed then by, on the inside, is Al Clays with Grand Scenic, and also there Tristram Power. Down the side, and Queen of Mars has pulled away to the front and leads by a length and a half to Teetotally second. Third placing Beau Casa getting off the rail. Over on the outside of those, now making a bit of a move, it's Powers Hope from Skimmer. Back to the inside, Al Clays. Next to Al Clays on the outside, Grand Scenic, Showy and Tristram Power. Around the home turn, and Queen of Mars is the leader. Shows out by a length and a quarter to in second placing Beau Casa. In between them, Teetotally from Grand Scenic, making a big run up along the inside and starting to finish well. Further back to Showy, and they were followed by Al Clays, Tristram Power, Powers Hope and Skimmers out wide inside the 200. Teetotally comes after Queen of Mars. Wider out is Beau Casa, and here they come out deep. Powers Hope and Skimmer. Queen of Mars fights back on the inside with Teetotally. Teetotally wins from either Queen of Mars or Powers Hope, and Skimmers out very wide. Beau Casa jammed up behind them. Grand Scenic inches away the inside with Tristram Power. A terrific finish, probably the best finish of the day. Showy was back behind those, and Al Clays was last. I think Teetotally has nailed Queen of Mars, certainly. And then we've got the late flurry out wide from Powers Hope and Skimmer. Queen of Mars was an inch in front, just strides before the line, grabbed by Teetotally. And then we've got Powers Hope. Gee, it's going to be pretty tight, this minor issue.
Grabs the button, set. About to jump, racing. Dark Sky went back after the start with Shine Over and Goodwood. Zabil's Pride, the first one to go from further still, and Schumann starting to rush across. Not far away, Bombardment over Pyjamas. They were followed by Sound, Sky Baron wide from Meter, Goodwood getting back. They were followed by Sino Hall. He's out 3 wide at the moment from Shine Over, and last of all is Dark Sky. On the first bend, and Zabil's Pride on the inside, taken on by the top weight Schumann, and Dye had taken the 3-year-old to the lead as they cast the 1400 astern. He led 2.5 on Zabil's Pride, 3 lengths away in the field to further still from Bombardment, 2 lengths to Sound, Sky Baron, then Pyjamas inside of Meter. Well back is Sino Hall. He's on the outside of Goodwood. From well back, Dark Sky and Shine Over at the tail. Racing up to the next bend, coming up to the 1,000 metres mark, and Dye tries to steady the ship on Schumann. He leads just on a length on Zabil's Pride. 2 lengths away, third further still on the outside of Bombardment. A length away, Sound, Sky Baron wide, Pyjamas the fence. A length to Meter. They were followed by Goodwood, then Sino Hall. Well back is Dark Sky, and Shine Over whipped them in. 7.50 out, and it's Schumann in charge. A half length on Zabil's Pride. Just edging a little bit close to the outside, but Dye clicks up the leader, and he draws 3/4 in front again. 2 lengths away in the run then. On the inside, Bombardment from further still. Sky Baron wide, Sound the centre. Pyjamas the fence. Goodwood coming wide from Meter. Sino Hall's well back with Shine Over, and at the tail is Dark Sky around the bend, and Schumann given full bore the front runner. Further Still is after him strongly. Then came Sound starting to chime in, and Goodwood's down the outside from Bombardment. Schumann's under siege now from Further Still. Goodwood on the outside, Bombardment the fence. Further Still is grabbed by Goodwood and Bombardment the fence. Bombardment finishing best. Bombardment hit the lead in the shadows of the post. Sound is coming at him with Goodwood, but Bombardment wins. First run for the new stable. He's won it from either Goodwood or Sound, and out wide on the track, flying home Shine Over. Further Still was next, then Pyjamas. Sino Hall, metre well back in the field with Sky Baron. Schumann didn't run the 1900. They were followed by Zabil's Pride and Dark Sky last home. Bombardment. Hasn't he been a heartbreak horse to his connections? I'm pretty sure Jack Denham formerly trained him. He had his first run today for Ian Finn, ridden by Rod Quinn. He's a horse that is hard enough to get into the barriers, let alone win a race. But today, he was the perfect